Hey, this is tip number 6 of marketing, my top 25 tips for marketing and managing a plaintiff's personal injury law firm. And intake is so critical to this process. It's, in my view, much more important than marketing, because if you're getting all the cases, but your intake is botching the calls, then you're wasting your money on marketing. So mastering the intake process is much more important than marketing every day of the week. So how do you know what your team is doing? Well, for most lawyers, they just trust their intake team and assume that they're doing a great job and everything's going wonderful, but you don't really know if that's true unless you listen. So my number 6 tip for marketing and managing a law firm is listen to the intake calls. And you don't actually have to even listen. You can read a transcript of the intake calls, see how they're being done. Are they being done with compassionate sympathy and empathy, caring and love for the people who call? Because let's face it, when someone calls your firm, number one, they probably never dealt with a lawyer before. Number two, it's a horrible event in their life. There's a death or a serious injury, and you want to make sure that your intake person is dealing with that caller with concern, compassion, sympathy, and gratitude. Thank you for calling the Fisher Law Firm. So we have sort of a script that we follow that's in our policies and procedures called Fisherpedia. But how do you know if your intake person is actually following this script? CallRail is a service, a software that you can use. It doesn't cost much. It's about 60 or 70 bucks a month. It will record all of the calls through to your law firm. It will provide transcripts. You can tag keywords in the calls, and let me show it to you right now. So when you go into your account, what you'll see is every call is actually, you can listen to it. So the caller, you're going to see on the right side here a transcript of everything that was said, and every word. So if you didn't feel like reading it, you could get the summary of everything, and then you click this button.
For help with a doctor hiding medical record. I just want to let you know, and of course, thank you so much for calling.
So right there, you want to begin the call with gratitude. You want to say, we really appreciate that you called us. It means a lot to us. And we're going to do whatever we can to help you. So even though this caller is from California, and we were honest with them that we don't practice in California, but we can point them in the right direction. That's really key, because even if you're in California and you have someone calling from New York, you want to say, I can find the right attorney for your case. But here's the beauty of this thing. What you're seeing here is the process here is wonderful. We'll see if Mr. Fisher can refer you to an attorney in California. So we're using that new lead that came through the internet as a source to refer a new client to an attorney in California. And then they go through the details of what happened with their case, tragically involved a death. And you know, ideally what you want to do is read these things at least once. So my challenge to you is to listen to these calls once a week. Listen to an intake call, see how your intake person is doing. And are they sympathetic? Are they caring? And here what you're going to see is, are we dropping the ball? Here, a call went unanswered. That's not good. You want to make sure every single call is getting answered. And then you're seeing who, and here's the other thing. If there's any question concerning what was said during a call, you've got the transcript and you've got the audio recording. So you can tell if, for example, a defense attorney is claiming that they said one thing and then they deny that to the judge, you've got the audio recording and the transcript available to you. You say, Judge, I've got the transcript and audio. I'd like to share that with you. This defense lawyer is not telling the truth. And so it actually gives you, not just for intake, but recording things with prospective candidates for jobs, defense attorneys, you name it, including insurance claims representatives. We've used CallRail for a long time. It is invaluable. Now, they also offer a process where you can tag keywords. And so this is the software here, and you can show activities reports. You can tag keywords. So for example, if you want a transcript search, let's say that you want to tag a call who called about mesothelioma, then all you do is you can enter a query for that phrase mesothelioma right here, and then it would pull up the transcript from that call. So it'd be very easy to track down, even if you forgot the name of the caller or the day of the week, using the keyword, you can track down when they called, who it was, and their phone number. So you've got all that information available to you. But most importantly, listen to these calls. What we do at our firm is we work with an intake specialist who I regard as the best in the country. Her name is Chris Mullins. She's in New Hampshire. And whenever we have a new person, or we'll have training every so often, and she will sit down, listen to these calls, and we'll go through it bit by bit to see how can we improve this call? What can we do better? Thank you so much for calling. You are a wonderful advocate for your family. We really appreciate the opportunity to help you, and we're going to do our best. Little statements like that, showing not just gratitude, but the caller is doing a really nice job, and showing that to them, because they may be a little bit intimidated by calling a law firm, and you want them to, you want to show right at the very beginning that your law firm is different from every other law firm that they've ever called, that it's a unique experience, and they don't have to look any further. And what we try to do is interject into the conversation. By the way, medical malpractice is all we do. We love this. We've been doing it for a long time, and we've handled many cases just like yours. So just rest assured, you are in the right place. So little things like that go a long way. So CallRail will also give you a log of all the calls on a daily basis. So if you're wondering, am I overburdening my staff with phone calls? Well, you can see the number of calls that are made to your firm every single day. Are they going up, coming down, things of that nature? CallRail is really an invaluable service for improving your intake process. My challenge to you, listen to at least one intake call every week, then critique it. Sit down with your intake specialist and say, what did we do well, most importantly? Give them compliments on what they've done well. And maybe what can we do a little bit better? Because if you listen to these intake calls, you're going to be surprised by that they're not really going the way that you thought that they should go. And for example, when somebody calls, you do personal injury, and someone calls for a bankruptcy or a divorce, you don't want to just say, no, we don't do that, click. You want to say, thank you for calling. We really appreciate that. We're going to get you in the hands of the best attorney for your case, because everything should be based as a potential referral. That's how you should look at it. And when someone calls you, you're spending your marketing dollars to get them to pick up that phone. You want to cherish every single phone call to your firm. CallRail is indispensable for this process. And I can tell you that our law firms used it for a number of years. And it's something that I recommend for $60 or $70 a month. It's an absolute no-brainer. That is tip number 6 for managing and marketing a plaintiff's law firm. If you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Mean an awful lot to me. Comment, I will respond. Anything that I can do for you, my cell is 518-265-9131. Give me a call, and I really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you next time.